Hey guys, sorry, my keyboard wasn't working for some reason. It's always something. Good morning! Welcome in. It is officially Wednesday. Hey Google, put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Okay, I've turned on Do Not Disturb.
Thank you. I'm getting it. I was trying to send a message to Amber and I didn't really work, but I forgot to turn my lights on. I gotta turn my lights on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys. Jeepers. It's a squish. Squish is getting out of control. You're not control, Squish. Ooh. Ooh. Good morning, everybody. All right, let's get it together here. Ooh. I had a dream last night about Jordan's beetle bug car she wants. And I dreamt that it was here in Bismarck. So now I gotta find it. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Never know what I'm doing. Live. Getting this together. Good morning. Oh good, everybody's here. Yeah, I'm working on it. I went to my breastfeeding class last night. Hi, if you're lurking. All the things. There we go. Give this video a like. Give this video a like. You can like it. It's free. I promise. All right. Let's see what's on here. Now I got myself together. Good morning. Good afternoon, Anita. Good morning, PK. Hello, Heather and Jan and Lynn. Good morning. Good morning. Rosanna. Good morning. Rosanna, I seen you made the earrings. The ones we looked at in the magazine. Those were cool. I don't remember where. I think I saw them on the Bargain Bead Box. I was scrolling through something. I saw them and I said, hey, those look familiar. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Terry. Hello, Sass Pants. Good morning to Terry. Another Dawn production. Good morning. Da, 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 da. It's time to start the day. My coffee is kind of cold. It's fine. It's cold. It's fine. It's cold brew. It's not, but we're going to say it is. We're going to call it a design choice. Good morning, Kimberly Tucker. Miss Angel. Girl, where you been at? Work? That dang work. Leslie. Good morning, Leslie. Good morning, Deborah. Hello. How do you feel? I feel good. I didn't sleep. Well, I slept a little bit. I didn't sleep very much. I was up for I got up at 4 and I went back to bed at 6:30. You know, messed around with my Amazon cart. Read a bunch of articles. Stuff like that. But I feel okay. I made it. Hi, Kimmy. Hello to all the Kimberlys. Yes, we collect Kimberlys over here. Your shirt is amazing. And squish and all. Oh, thanks. I got these shirts at the thrift store. I don't know if they're supposed to be for preggy ladies, but they work out pretty good. Because they're long. I got 2 of them. Now, this one's kind of got a wild print on it. To be honest with you, I'm not mad at it. I'm like, it's fine. I got another one that has little daisies on it. But it's like the same cut. So that worked out pretty good. Hi, Sharon. Good morning. That's a nice quilt you got from Phyllis. Did y'all see that little video about Phyllis's quilt? She wrote squish on it and fabric, and I don't know how she did it, but she did it. I thought it was cute. We got it in the mail yesterday. I sent her the video, and then I said, Phyllis, are you even going to be able to get this on your dinosaur phone? I was teasing Phyllis about her dinosaur phone. Squish is getting ready to make a debut. Yeah, they're doing stuff. Hello, good morning. Morning, Cheryl. The quilt from Phyllis was beautiful. Yes, it was. And it had I like that it had the colored pencils on the back. Like the artisty thing. Super cute. Hello, good morning. My stuff just went crazy. What happened here? I was like reading and then I just went to the bottom. Coffee is required. Yes. We'll need coffee. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Did you get any more oval jump rings yet? They're in the mail. They're in the mail. I got all the colors. I told Amber. All the colors, all the sizes. So, that's all I said. I didn't look at the order or nothing, but she sent it. She's shipping it. She shipped it already. It should be here pretty soon. Good morning. I used the Fairy Tale Romance. Oh, lovely. Cold and sunny in Ohio. Good morning, beautiful beadies, peoples. Hi, Betty. How you doing? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. I just make sure I don't miss everybody. You can call me Dawn or Robin if the other Dawn is in here. Another Dawn production. Tina. You guys are just saying hello to each other. Good morning, good morning. Hi, Beth. Good morning. Make sure I don't miss anybody. Cheryl. Good morning. Okay, I think I said good morning to everybody. Good morning, everybody. We're here on a Wednesday. Today, what's going on today? Today is Nurse Day. Today the nurse is coming over to my house. The nurse comes on Wednesdays. She comes like every 2 weeks or something. Today we're going to talk about my blood pressure machines because Jefferson ordered new blood pressure cuff because remember I went to the hospital because the blood pressure was crazy and then they were like, oh no, it's your machine, remember? Okay, so I got the new blood pressure cuffs and there's some nurses in here somewhere. Attention all nurses. Excuse me. No questions. So my understanding is, okay, so they said you need a bigger cuff. So I got the bigger cuff, the next size up, the adult extra large cuff. But, you know the little string that comes out, the little tube? It's like in the Velcro. In order for it to fit my arm, it has to go over the top of that. And I was under the impression that that is bad, that you're not supposed to be putting it over the top of that little tube. That tube's supposed to be not, because then it gets squished. So that can't be right with science. I don't know a whole lot about science, but I'm thinking that's not good. Doing much better, thanks for asking. See that you are your usual beautiful and energetic self. Oh, thanks, Betty. Howdy all. Sort of late because I was distracted listening to Mr. Ballin tell one of his stories. Oh. I'm hooked on oval jump rings. Oh, you got me hooked on oval jump rings. Yeah, it happens. I love oval jump rings. It's the only kind I like. Anyway, so I found that to be odd. I was like, and it's like, I should write it down here, but it's like, the Velcro is too small. It won't hook over here because the cuff is too big. So now they told me the cuff was too small. I get the bigger cuff. Now that cuff is weird. And okay, so I took the blood pressure anyway, and it hugged my arm way too tight and gave me little hickey marks on my arm. So I don't think that's okay. But the blood pressure reading was like 122 over something. Like it was a normal reading. But it went all the way up to 200. And I was just like, no, Carol. So I went back to the other one. The original one that I had. And that one gave me a high reading of 144 over whatever. And I'm just like, so I'm gonna talk to the nurse today. I should have texted. She texted me this morning. I should ask her to bring her manual one. You know what? I'm gonna do that. She's supposed to be here at like 11. Let me text her. Michelle. No new friends. Where's my talk into this thing? There we go. Hello, it is me. I was wondering, I got some stuff going on with my blood pressure machines. Do you have a manual blood pressure taker machine thing? Blood pressure cuff? Just for reference that we could use today? If so, could you please bring it? Attach and send. Okay, we'll see what she says. I'm messing around with these people. Anyway. Hello. You're lurking today? My daughter got high blood pressure when she was pregnant and she had to go on the medications. Delivered Roman and is now off the medications. Yeah, so like, you know, I'm getting ready to go into the doctor on Friday. And you know, when I go there, they're going to try to be like, oh, you need to schedule an induction, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to say, is there a medical reason? And they're going to say your blood pressure. But see, I don't think this blood pressure thing, since we can't seem to figure it out, because every time I go in there, it's 122 over 70. It's like perfect. But when I'm at home, it's like 145 over 90. And then they're like this and that and things and stuff. And I'm like, I don't believe it. Anyway. So we got that going on. I'm going to meet with the nurse today. She comes at 11. And then we have members only today. I don't know what we're doing on members only. There's so much to do. We'll find something to do. We got something. I got a whole rack of earrings I got to go through. We'll probably get mail by then. What else? Oh, I'm shipping to Australia today. So at some point I have to go to the FedEx office. Good morning. Pregnancy just messes with your brain and your body. Yeah. So, I have to go to the FedEx office. Buffering. Are we buffering? Yeah. Let me see. I don't think I'm buffering. Let me look. New Marathon Black Ops 7 highlighters. What? Okay. Anyhow. So yeah, let's get this party started. Yesterday we made this. You guys will remember. Today we're going to make this little locket. No buffering on this end. Are we on live chat? Did I put everything on live chat? Yeah, I did. Okay. Good morning, Eve. Oh. I'm bringing my cold coffee with me. Annalise? What about Annalise? You've never heard of Annalise? Oh, well, Annalise is a Thunderhorse Descendant, and she's got her own YouTube channel, and she does beading, and she is from the UK somewhere. Where is she from? can't remember. She's doing crime podcasts. Oh, maybe this is a different person we're talking about. I thought we were talking about Annalise, who is part of our group. Maybe your blood pressure goes up and down due to the excitement of being surrounded by beads. Yeah, maybe. All right, so yesterday we made this guy, if you were here around for that. It's quite lovely. Got lots of comments on it. People were just loving that, I guess. And today we're going to work on this little guy. Oh, yeah. Brody's in the way. Hold on. There we go. Now this is our last project for Fairy Tale Romance. I missed the Z thought. It was an S. Oh. I really love the leather cord that you used yesterday. Do you carry it? I used to, but I don't have any on there right now. You want to make sure you're getting deer skin leather. It's 0.5 millimeter, and we thought you could grab some up over at the Leather Cord USA. Did anybody happen to look into that? Because I did not. I'm pretty sure they have some over there. I thought I had a hair tie on my desk, but I'm not seeing one. I don't know how you could see anything on this desk. Okay, so here we are. Now, as I recall, there was really no, like, super major plan for this. Should we put a picture in there? Do we have a little tiny picture? I'm sure we could find a little tiny picture. Decisions. Well, I don't have it figured out right this second, but I could get it figured out. Okay. Let's get the necklace put together first, and then we will move on to the picture doings. Where do you get the head for adjustable necklace? The bead? You can use any bead. This one is a glass pony bead. But you can use any bead. You can use a metal bead, any larger hole bead like this. As long as your leather sticks in there, it's got to be kind of tight, because leather has a tendency to be very malleable, and so it has to be tight when you're trying to get in there. If it's loose of any kind, like if I would use this one, trying to get all those in there, it might have worked in that one, but in this one, it probably wouldn't have held up as good, like with the stopper, because eventually it gets really relaxed. But it's just a regular bead. Yep. No, I know. A lot of people were like, oh, does it have that silicone stuff in the inside? No, it's just a regular bead. You can use any bead as long as it's tight enough. Where is my... Oh, crap. Throwing stuff on the floor. Let me use some of these guys. Now these guys are kind of tarnished up. These are mine. These are some that I kept out of some batch that was bad. But I'm going to use them anyway. I think I got a sunshine cloth coming at some point here. For the most part. Now, I'm just going to start winding up some of this business. I'm going to put a jump ring on this one. Where are my jump rings? Here, there. And in my head, I know I want to put a few beads into the strand here, but I'm like, oh, do I want to make kind of like a little cluster? And if I do want to make a cluster, I'm kind of thinking like I want to put it on the chain like this. But I want to move my cluster up a little smidge because I don't want my cluster hanging down in my locket parts, because then they'll just try to get closed up in the door, you know? Like, that's not fun. So I'll give it a little whirl. We'll just give it a little snip right here and see what we can do. Alright. You know what I wish I had? Do I have any little medals? I got some junks in here on my desk. Let me see what I got. Here's some little medals. Those are bigger. I got a little star. That's not what I want, though. So, pass. What? This is Unikite. Oh, I just remembered Unikite used to be in this box. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Okay, I'm going to wrap these up. I'm going to say it's 3/16 lace. 3/16. I love the locket. What size is the leather? Oh, I think, well, Kimberly's saying it's 3/16. Is that 0.5 millimeters wide? It feels like it's 0.5 millimeters wide. I don't really know how they measure that stuff, so Kimberly would probably know better than me. Alright, so we're just going to start wonking it up here for fun. Uh-oh, that's a McDonald's song. Squish is hungry. And getting it squished up in your locket parts? Yeah, don't be squishing things up in your locket parts, okay? You know, we love a dangly business, but not in the locket parts. I might put one of those in the chain, so it makes sense. These guys are larger. They might go in the chain. Does this go in there? No. Stinker. Stinker butt pants. You guys, my plants are going crazy in there. Did I show you my plants? I planted them the other day. They're just flowers. I had some packs of flowers, and Jeff was like, do you think we got time to be doing flowers with the baby? And I was like, well, Carol, I don't know. But I had some. And here's the thing. My grandma, she always had sweet peas. Not like sweet peas the vegetable, but sweet peas the flower. Do y'all know about sweet peas the flower? The kind that vine. And so last year, before she had passed away, I had gotten some. Because I thought, this was when I was in, no, was it last year or year before? Maybe it was the year before. I was in Cambridge, and I was like, all right. I thought I could buy them in Minnesota, like started. You know how you can buy plants already started? And I was like, okay, because that year I bought all my plants already started because I was being lazy. No judgment from the back, please. So anyway, I thought I could. And I went to the big fancy greenhouse that we always used to go to. They had a big fancy greenhouse up there called the Green Barn. And they didn't even know what I was talking about. And I was like, what? And then my grandma was like, oh yeah, they don't usually sell those started. You gotta like start them yourself. They just come in a little seed pack. And I'm like, what the heck? So, in Hootie. Let me see. Good morning. I received my order yesterday. Thank you for your cute bunnies. Good morning, Randy Squish and Chatters. Good morning, Dorothy. They are great bond fences? What? Hello. I want to start using leather more. Oh yeah, leather's a fun one for summertime and the stringing materials. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Cynthia. Good morning to everybody who's just joining in. The nurse was here to see your husband. I hope your husband's doing well. Any hootie. So I had bought these seed packs of sweet peas. So I had them, and I was like, well, I want to use them because I have them, whatever. And so I planted them. And within 2 days, well, I had some wildflowers, and I had some sweet peas, and I had some, what else? I got poppies, and I don't know, some other stuff, cosmos. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to plant all these. And I planted them, and I stuck them under Jeff's little garden light in there. He's got them on a timer now, I saw. There's one good thing about Jefferson. If you give him a plant, he will take care of it for you. And they're already up. It was like a day and a half, and all the seeds were up. And now they're like this tall. They're like 4 inches. I'm going to have to repot them or get them outside or whatever. Grandma said not to put them out until May. Till Mother's Day. She never put anything outside till Mother's Day. It's cold up here, So, I don't know. And then, okay, while I'm doing this with the sweet peas, trying to be like Grandma, Dixie told me, my Aunt Dixie, because she's up here, when I bought the stuff, and because I was being lazy and I just bought one of those peat palette things where you just wet it and then stick the seeds in. And, yeah. So, anyhoot, I can't believe they're up already. And then Dixie told me that sweet peas, you don't put fertilizer in them. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, Grandma didn't tell me that till last year. And I was like, no wonder nothing ever turns out. She's secret keeping. Gotta go to physical therapy? Okay, Tina, have a good day. In Wisconsin, we don't plant until Memorial Day. When is Memorial Day? Is that in May? No, that's before May, isn't it? I have a tiny poinsettia that is still blooming. Question about poinsettias. Don't poinsettias go into, like, hibernation? Can you, like, put them in the closet and then bring them out at Christmas time and they'll bloom again? Or is that just, am I a crazy person? Gotta go pick up Chi-Chi from the doggy hotel. Okay, tell Chi-Chi we said hello. Alright, I'm gonna wire wrap in some beads into this little guy here. Let me get some wire. It should be out here, right? Yeah, here it is. Oh, is this what we're using? This ugly color? I guess it is. Okay. We're going to use this ugly 22 gauge wannabe antique copper wire. It's not, I don't know what's happening here with this, but that's what we're going to do. Well, anyway, so I'll have to take a picture and I'll post on Facebook. So you can see that how big my flowers are. And I've never planted poppies before. Their seeds are so small. And then I had some wildflower seed, which was also very small. So it said, put a few seeds in, a few. Well, I think I might have went a little overboard because they look pretty, they look pretty full, okay? You're thinking Christmas cactuses. Oh. Memorial Day is very end of May. Oh. Good morning, Dominique. When we go out of town, I call it the hotel. I call it the puppy daycare. The doggy daycare. Alright, what am I doing? Oh, yeah. Am I going to... where's all the rest of my jump rings? Is this all I have for jump rings? Is this all she wrote? Houston. Oh, here's some 4s. Some 4s and some 10s. We're really spread out here. Oh, those look like 6s. Are those bronze? Cheapers. I'm dropping everything today. It's upside down. Those look bronze to me. That's because they are. They're in the wrong box. Okay. Just kidding. This looks like a mix of stuff. We'll try that, and then we have some 4s. All right. Ooh. Okay, what'd I drop? Oh. Those are copper. They don't even belong over here. I'm bright. Just got to make sure we can put our stuff together and don't run out of jump rings here, especially if we're going to make a cluster. This looks like a mix. This is probably a mix we got from Bargain Bead Box too once upon a time. Oh yeah, we got all kinds of stuff. All right. Cool. And I happen to see this and I want to use it. It's a leaf. Don't you think that'd be cute in there? I'll put one on the thing. I know that's really like not really kind of included, but look how cute it looks. Poinsettias are toxic to critters, as are lilies. A birthday hibiscus. I have all kinds of hibiscus. I have 4 or 5 hibiscus. And I those go into hibernation. Mine are all confused and don't know what they're doing with their lives. Because my sister... I think my sister kept them out over this whole time. Like over the whole winter. Which is whatever. She can do that if she wants to. Where did you get your box and did it come with the containers? The ones I keep my findings in, I bought them at Walmart in Minnesota. And yes, they came with all the containers. Although these ones, they came with these containers. Was it these ones? Yeah. And these ones you can buy for $1 in the same section. And I bought a couple of these for each container because they have this bigger part. Just this one, and this one fits in there. As I remember, I want to say they were not very expensive. I don't remember how expensive they were, but I remember them not being too horribly expensive. Ow, squish. Squish is kicking me or something. Okay. I'm not 100% on where we're going to stick this quite yet, all this business. So I'm going to get the strand ready to go first. Bum, bum, bum. I'm a little excessive with my wire. Okay. Just a smidge excessive with my wire. So now that we found these jump rings, I'm going to attach these with jump rings to the chain. Boop, boop, boop. Must be the male guy. Or hear Lily barking. This had one of those little wheat things in it. Get out of there. Get out of there. All right, I think we're good. No, maybe not. Creepers. Okay, I think I got it. And that is why I prefer to work with a larger wire instead of a little one, but whatever. Did you get your bracelet? Does it fit? Oh. Hello. Good morning if you're just joining in. How was your Texas visit? I think Dorothy already took off to the doggy hotel. Alright, so I'm going to wind these up. And then we shall take a look at placement of all the hoopla. You know, hoopla placement. Jefferson has a big meeting today, he said. It's supposed to be 40 degrees out. But it's been snowing the last 2 days, so they haven't really been, like, roofing. Because I don't know if you know this. I don't know why. I don't know if you know this, but you really shouldn't roof when it's, like, raining or snowing or, like, when it's 70-mile-an-hour wind or, you know, things of that nature. But for some reason, the companies, the nationwide roof companies don't believe that. What size wire are you using? 22 gauge. 22 gauge. They said it's antique copper, but they're liars. I tell you that much for free. Because it's the wrong color. But 22. I love all the hoopla. Yeah. I enclosed an extra large ring. Oh. Are they trying to make him go to work for less pay? I think so. I don't know if they're going to talk about that today. He said he's going to give that a couple of days. He's going to work and then he's going to discuss that situation once we get the baby, so we can kind of leverage that situation, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Maybe they will tell him some kind of pay increase, but I doubt it. Doesn't sound like it. They're just like, we need you to cover this other part of the entire shop until some unknown time when we hire somebody else. But it didn't sound like they had any prospects. Okay, we got 2 left to wrap. That is if I'm going to include this one. I don't know if I am. I'm glad to hear you'll be back tomorrow, Dorothy. I missed you so much. Oh, is that what she said? I must have missed that part. All I heard is she was going to the doggy daycare to pick up Chi-Chi. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why the big roofing companies don't believe you shouldn't be doing that. Just want to be roofing in the wet weather and all that stuff. And then they get mad. And then they said, well, why didn't you go to work? And they say, oh, because the wind was 70 miles an hour. Remember this week where it's 70 miles an hour? You really shouldn't be standing on the roof when it's like that. In case you were wondering. It's against safety protocol, OSHA and whatnot. I would not be doing good in that meeting, probably. Probably no. Ooh, this one has one of those in there too. Get out of here. Virtual doctor's appointment. Okay, well, good luck with your appointment. We hope everything's okay. How is Jeff's company roofing in the middle of winter? Yeah. They all do. And then they're like, because they try, they try to keep their guys on. And then but the guys are on unemployment in the winter because they're technically laid off. It's like a whole thing. But then they try to keep them going and they try to do maintenance, like service. So that's what Jeff's in charge of. Jeff's in charge of service. Service fixes roofs and production puts on new roofs. And so now Jeff has to be in charge of both service and production. For the time being. But his guy left. He went to the little after party for him or whatever. His little coworker's little party. And his coworker is going to work for a fertilizing, like a semi-truck running fertilizing trucking company where they truck the fertilizer from one place to another. And there's like scheduling and like whatever all pertains with all of that. Because he said it was going to be less stressful. I don't know if it is. But okay. Alright, let's take a look here how we're going to do this. Well, let's add these into the strand. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to start cutting chain. If this bothers you, look away. I'm just going to cut some chain pieces off here. No rhyme or reason to the chain pieces. We'll start with that. I'm going to hook them up. Maybe I should use these 4s, huh? Let me try the 4s. Get a little less noticeable. Oh, well, we hope your brain is okay, Dawn. Get the goggles. Yeah, put your goggles on. Speaking of OSHA. Alrighty, so you're just going to take your chain pieces and you're going to start hooking them on up any which way you want to. We're just splicing them in, making sure they're all closed up good. Easy peasy. Uh-oh. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, danger. Danger, danger. Okay, so there's those. I'm going to switch to the other side. Put a few on the other side. Ooh, you know what? What if I splice this guy in here? Instead of putting them all links up here and dangly bits on the locket, what if I do one link on the locket and one dangly bit in the chain for funsies? We're going to call that a design choice. But also, I'm hoping it's going to give me more length between the locket and the dangly bits so they don't get caught in the door, but still going to look cute. We'll see. Now, we might have to trim it, but we'll see. because now it's quite excessively long, but we'll work on that. We'll just come up here and give a little trim. Easy peasy. Okay. Now, we don't have any more links, is that right? These are all dangly parts. Okay. So on this side, since I don't have any more links, I mean, I could make a link if I wanted, I guess. And I might need to. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to connect. There's this one piece of chain I just cut. Where'd it go? Right here. This guy. I'm going to add him back in. I'm going to put this one. Which one do I want on here? This one. No. This one. And the chain piece. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. It was in the 80s for 2 days. I repotted all of my plants in the front yard, and my husband came home and said, you know that for the next day there's going to be in the mid-30s. Yeah, that's why I get a little skittish about it. Okay, so we got our chain. Let me get some of this hubbub out of the way here. Let's see what we're doing. Cripes. Okay, so we got our chain. We got a dangly bit here. These we got links. Okay. And now I'm going to start putting these ones on here. And I might have to shorten it up. Don't know yet. We'll see. So I'm going to start at the bottom. 4s. Bottom being here. Oh, there is one more link. Okay, good. Put that on up there. Ooh, not green. Make a little cluster. Doesn't really matter where you're putting them because you're just making a little cluster for funsies. We're going through our pre-Easter weather. Oh, pre-Easter. Yeah, it's supposed to be some crazy 75 degrees or something weird. Like record-breaking high. Sorry if I'm off the camera. I'm trying to get in this little tiny hole right here. Some record-breaking business going on, I guess, they said. For like 2 days, and then I think it's going to snow again. It's just like, okay, North Dakota, nobody's surprised. But this is what I'm talking about. When these guys are trying to put on roofs, and it's like weird and crazy outside, I'm just like, what are we doing? What are you even doing? Ooh, this one has metal, and I just put a metal. Do I care about that? I think I do care about that. I'm going to switch to this one. Too much metal in one spot, you know? Too much metal in one spot. We're getting our second false spring this weekend. Yeah, I don't know how many false starts you can really have, but we got them all. I'm hoping it's going to get, but they said after this week, it's supposed to be like 60. Like from here on, like after the whole week is over. So that's good. I'm excited about that. I haven't even seen my yard. We bought this house in the winter, you know, and it's always snowing. So I don't even know. Be nice to see what's all out there. Who's the last one? I think nope. think I gotta go right here. This is the last one. This one I got a little wild with the wrap, but it's fine. Put this on the very last one. Okay, now I get this link in there before we start. Chopping things up again. That's not a 4, this is a 4. Ooh, 7 minutes is fair. Maybe this is a 5. It looks like a 4. Maybe that's a 3. I don't know. It's small. This little teeny tiny piece of chain here. Oh. Get on there. There you go. Little tiny guy trying to stay home. Nobody stays home today. Nope. It's the first day of spring pretty soon. Blizzard time! Yeah, well that's why my grandma said, like, don't ever put your plants out till at least Mother's Day. And even that's a little tricky, to be honest with you. Okay, now we're going to connect these to here, utilizing, I wish we had something a little snazzier to, you know, snazz it up. What do we got? Well, we got this. Let's use that, huh? We're going to call that a design choice. If you don't like that, I get it. It's not for everybody. I am going to use these 6s for this hookup. I'm going to do it almost like a rosary chain situation. You know, like a legit rosary where it looks like a Y. That was not originally the plan, but I'm going with it. Squeak, squeak, squeak. My husband said, you know, we always have a cold snap late March, early April. Yeah. Let's see. Let's skip 1, go here. All right. And then to get our hoopla on the bottom. Now where's the top of this sucker? The top could really be wherever you want. I guess it depends on how it's laying. Let's take a look. We may have to shorten that. It depends on. Maybe not. Let me try to go down a couple. Oh, I like that better. Okay, so here's my stitch. So I got these on the chain. Arguably, I would say, I'm just going to put this here for science. This is the top of the cluster. But when I let it hang like this, in like gravity situation, I don't like how it's hanging. Let's see if I can show you. Like, it just looks kind of funky. I don't care for that. But if I take this and move it down a couple and let it fold over on top of itself, I'll get a little fuller business here. Let's see. Yeah. See if that's the one I want, because this is the back that I'm looking at. Yeah, it's pretty good. So this would be the front. It just looks a little more full. I like that better. So we're going to go with that. Oh. And now we just got to make sure we get on there the right way so everybody can hang appropriately. And I'm going to hang it directly down from this middle one that we skipped in the top. Let me see if I got that right. Yeah, I do. See, this is the one we skipped directly across from that one. Okay. We're on it. We're on it. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Alright, so I'm going to have to try this on. I may want to move this up a little bit. But honestly, I'm not mad at it right now. Okay, so last step. Last step is to cut some more chain. We got to go up here, find the middle, and cut it. Oh, bam. If you're like, what are we doing? That's what we're doing. We're going to put an Old Faithful on there. Or should we put a lobster? What do we got? Did they give us a lobster? No, they didn't. We got a toggle. I don't want a toggle. I mean, you could get away with a toggle probably. Up to you. I'm going to go with an Old Faithful. Old Faithful! Gotta love the weather in Texas, she says. You could do a lobster and then you could utilize some of this for chain, or if you had extender chain or whatever you got going on. But I'm going to hook it up with some 6s right here. Squish, squish. I love the design. You could even take the locket off and wear it either way. Yeah, you could. You could take the locket off. You could put a lobster on there to make the locket removable. Like if I was going to do that, that's what I would do if I had a lobster. Apparently, I don't think I have one. But you could, right here, do a lobster claw, or even on this guy. So he's kind of hidden up the top. And then you can make it removable, so it'd just be the cluster like this. And then you could wear the locket if you want to. You know? So that's an option. I kind of like that's hanging down crazy, but I'm going to try it on. And we'll make our decision from that. We shall make our choice. I can't really see with my crazy shirt on. No, I think I like it. It's hitting in the middle where I like my necklaces to hit, like at 19, and then hanging down, but not so far down that we're in the real estate. You know what I mean? Beads, beads, charm. There's one charm. I like that. Yeah. Sorry, I know the shirt, not the best for not the best for showing off the business, I guess. It's kind of busy. But yeah, and then you can still see your little locket because it's down here far enough where you can see what's in there. Now, I like that. That's cute. Yeah, I dig it. I think the little circle Y situation, good. good because it can't move. So because instead of just putting it on a regular loop right here, we have this one with those little holes so that it can't slide around because it's in there. So it's going to stay that way, which I think is good for the balance. So I like that. Also, if you don't know how to do a locket and you need a little, what you're going to do is you're going to get your picture, or I would get like just a regular piece of paper and put it in there and make yourself a little, with your pen. So you make yourself like a little traceable marker or traceable thing. You can cut it out and then put that on your picture or whatever you're going to use, a piece of paper or whatever, and cut it out so it's the same size. And then you're going to do diamond glaze is what I would suggest. So you do a little smidge of diamond glaze on the back of your picture. Okay. If it's a regular paper, it's going to soak through. Okay. So you're going to do just a little smidge of glue on the back. You could even do like a little bit of Elmer's glue if it's a regular picture, just to get it in there. And then on the top, take a little Vaseline and put over the top of your picture. That's going to prevent it from soaking into the paper and just the ink going everywhere, especially if you like printed this off your computer or it's from a book. If it's like actual ink. If it is a glossy photo, you can very easily put Vaseline over the top of it with no issue. What is diamond glaze? Diamond glaze is a glue. Glue budget. Where's my glue budget? I don't know where it is. You can buy it online. It's in a white and purple bottle. It's called Diamond Glaze. And it's going to dry as like almost like a clear enamel type situation. So once it dries, you gotta get all the little bubbles. You put the diamond glaze on top. Get all the bubbles out, and you gotta let it set like I don't know what it is. They say it's not very long, but I always let mine set overnight. Let it set overnight, and then it'll be like a clear whatever. Like it'll I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's gonna dry good. If you've ever used 3D Magic from Mod Podge. 3D Magic Glue, which is another good one to use. You could also use that. These are the things that I use in lieu of resin, because I don't use resin because I don't trust resin, and I'm scared, and I'm pregnant. But I was scared of it before I was pregnant. But it does look like resin when it dries. It's completely clear. The diamond glaze is completely clear. It looks really nice. And if you do all those things with your photo, it won't make the colors bleed. So there's an FYI on that. You can also use 3D dimensional magic from Mod Podge, which you can get at both of which you can get at like Hobby Lobby and Walmart, I think. So that's what I would do. If you want to use resin, go ahead. I don't know anything about that because I don't mess with that business, but yeah. And that's how you would get your business in there. I'm debating if I want to put something in there or if I want to leave it blank for somebody else to put something in there. All good questions. Thank you for the info. You're welcome. Diamond glaze is also like, it's pretty cheap. I have diamond glaze, which I have never used. Oh, Rosanna, if you start using it, you're going to love it. You're going to put it in the glue budget. You're going to put it in the glue budget. Yes, you are. Oh, I have a tub, literally a tub, like a plastic tub, that just says glue budget on it, and that's where all my glues are, but I haven't got them unpacked yet. Hot. All right, y'all. Well, we made it through Fairy Tale Romance. This is our last project for Fairy Tale Romance. This was, what is this, number 8? 7 or 8. So we did quite a few projects, all of which I really liked this time around. I don't know why I'm surprised. I usually always like all the projects that we make. Not Not always, but most of the time. These ones were pretty fun. We have already opened March. I can't remember the name of March. Oh, here comes the sun. We have opened March and we have made plans for March. So we will probably do some March stuff moving forward. But yeah, that's what we got going on. So, I'm thinking, I don't know, we'll see how I feel after my doctor's appointment on Friday. I'm just like, I don't know if we're going to be working next week. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I have so much baby stuff I got to get ready. I just don't feel ready. And I'm just like, I got to get these things done. So if you're new here, we just moved into this house, so it looks like a crazy mess. Look at all my crazy mess over there. See all that stuff? Well, that side actually looks kind of okay. That side is not so good. And that's just the office. I'm supposed to get my mom's room ready, because whatever Jefferson's doing with his stuff, and that's full of totes. That's still full of totes. You can't even see the bed. Everything, there's stuff all over the bed. I'm just like, oh boy. I made Jefferson a list last night after my breastfeeding class of the things I want him to do before, including mounting 2 TVs, fixing the bathroom sink because it's plugged up and I'm sick of that. When you brush your teeth, it doesn't go down. That. What else is he supposed to do? Oh, he's got to go get a Tdap shot. He's got to get a new cannula for his snoring machine, because I'm done with that. I don't want to hear that anymore. What else has he got to do? Oh, he's got to get the car license plate situation under control. There's some other stuff. He's got to put together some furniture. He's got a lot of things to do. And I got a lot of things that I got to do. But by the time I get done working, I'm usually like, I'm going to sit here. And then I fall asleep. You guys, it was a great box. Yes, it was, Sandy. It was a great box. The fairy tale romance. All right. Well, I'm going to jump off here. I hope you all have a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day. I will see some of you back, the members, at 3 o'clock today. Regular time today. And we'll be doing things and stuff. I don't know what they are, but we'll be doing them. And I will see you then. Bye, guys.